All right. You ready, Brandon? Yeah, he's good. All right. Welcome to the May 2023 Youth Baseball Association of Royal Palm Beach board meeting. I'd like to welcome everybody, and we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. We're going to do roll call. Vice President,
Here.
Baseball Commissioner,
Present.
Softball Commissioner,
Here.
Secretary,
Here.
Treasurer.
Here.
Member at Large Olivia is here. She's out there. Member at Large Gary. And Member at Large Sky is out sick today. Okay. Did everybody get a chance to review the minutes from April?
Yes.
Anybody got any questions or need to discuss anything with that? All right, I'd like to make a motion to vote in the minutes for April.
Second.
All approved?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. We're going to start with the president's report. Season's over. We had a couple of the age groups got down to the final game, had to go the extra game. That was pretty cool. There were a few parents that, had some things they wanted to talk about, but basically it was a pretty quiet season. The baseball commissioner will probably talk more about that. Concession ran really well. I think they're working on getting another person in for that. All of our all-star teams are up. Again, he'll probably hit on that. As far as the league, everything's running pretty good. It was a good season. It was a good season. That's President's report.
Seasons they were dealt with. And I don't.
Things are pretty good. I think everybody knows we got a golf cart. Concession's doing really good. We're waiting on getting all the all-star money in right now. Should be by the end of the week. Next thing we need to do is we need to apply for a certificate of exemption for sales tax. I guess nobody's ever done that, and we're a 501(c)(3) or 501(c)(3) org, so we shouldn't have to pay that. Like, we can buy balls, everything, without paying sales tax. I don't know how we've never had that, but we don't. So I don't know who should sign it. I had a question about that. I have the app, like, to fill out. You, maybe? Okay, so that's, like, I think the next biggest thing we need to do. We've paid for some jerseys, but we're still waiting on uniforms for All-Stars, which is probably our biggest expense, and otherwise everything's pretty good.
Have we took care of the village?
No, we're still waiting on that, Brandon. If we can get that invoice when you get the roster count, that's probably, that's the next biggest thing we need to do. So
Yeah, the
You
spring
got-
fees.
Olivia sent you the.
Yeah, I got the rosters.
yes.
So you do have everything you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then did you get, also I sent you all the 990s. Did you get all those?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
the 990s.
Okay.
And then I'll just tell you my report. The
Okay.
only
And
other thing
our
that-
taxes for 22 are filed, done at IRS.
I'm a little
Good job,
impressed.
Courtney. I'm excited.
First time that's happened in 3 years. Well, now all 3 years are done, but we're on time. That's all I got.
Thank you, Miss Courtney. Tony?
Yeah, thank you. So as it's been said before, rec is wrapped up. went pretty well. Obviously, weather came into play last couple weeks there during the playoffs. That tends to happen pretty much every year. So we kind of did the best we could. Appreciate everybody kind of being flexible with some of those changes going on. All Stars kind of, really kicking off in full swing. I know everybody's kind of, getting out there with their practices and their scrimmages. First, kind of tournament that we usually play in is that Jupiter Memorial Day tournament that's coming up end of May. So that kind of really kicks off that, that season. Really, everything went pretty well as usual. There's a lot of questions that come up during playoffs about, some of the rules in different divisions, the differences in the championship games and that kind of stuff. So I think we should, probably focus on that, making sure everybody knows, kind of what those specifics are. It happens every season. During the regular season, they don't really matter so much, but when we get into playoffs, it kind of gets a little bit more important there. So that's the only thing that I saw that, was a little bit, over the top. But like I said, that usually happens really every season. That's pretty much all that I have.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Martin?
First off, I'd just like to say thanks to everybody up here that's put in the time and effort and put up with all the BS that we always put up with. I mean, it's not a great job, but I know you guys love the pay, so anyway, you're going to miss that. I hope you guys save some of it. Anyway, talk to the state. 10U and 8U, I'm still waiting on confirmation as far as districts go in softball. 12 and 14 will be playing in districts. I know where they're playing. I forwarded the rules to the 8U team because they've never done it before, so there's no discussion, no discrepancies. They know ahead of time. Season is pretty much over, like everybody said. We're all going after state, trying to win it again, trying to win districts again. Softball's grown quite a bit in the last couple of years, and we're just going to do our best. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir. Secretary's report.
Not much to report. Season ending. We had a few trophies and rings that were, I guess, miscounted. So we're getting those out to the kids that didn't have them. Uniforms are ordered. I believe Olivia took care of that. And I'm going to pass on the schedule at some point to somebody. I've got it all set up for the summer, and I'm happy to hand it over. That's all.
Thank you, Miss Lexi. Brandon?
Touched on it earlier, so I got the rosters. I'll be going through those. That way I can get the invoice out for the maintenance fee. According to May 15th, the CPA review. We have that one coming up. So make a note of that. We got to get the CPA review in.
Remind me what all that is. Is that not in the stuff that they already sent?
No, so the review is just a pretty much just like a overview. So those are all the taxes and everything.
Okay.
CPA review is just a almost like a review statement of the year that they'll do. But yeah, once you go to them and tell them we just need a CPA review,
Okay.
They'll be able to knock it out for you.
You want that by the 15th, you said?
Yeah, 15th.
Okay.
Should be. Yeah, fields, just working on the, we'll keep the fields up, keep maintaining them through All-Stars and everything. And then once districts is done and things start kind of slowing down, we'll kind of get the, what needs to be done and, if we need to shut a field down here or there. That way things can kind of be fixed over the summer while it's kind of growth season and we got some downtime. So once districts in June is up, we'll go fixed, corrected, and
They get 11 and 12.
That wasn't in,
Mhm.
doesn't matter, we're just,
okay, yeah,
There anyway, I believe.
yeah. So
doing
the
it's the same weekend,
yeah.
adding,
week.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we
And
I
as soon
already
as I
got
get a
that.
schedule, we can,
I added field 5 to that, so we're good there.
okay.
With adding that division, I think the only thing we weren't able to no,
It's a
I'm talking
special. Dave.
the app could be 9:30 be the
We would
2-hour
have,
game. That's what I mean.
Only 90-minute game.
thanks, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon. With all the reports. Make a motion. All in favor? Okay.
We have final,
Books together with
Slips. Put in their binder.
if people need help. Or do we just,
All-star soft.
but I don't, if you're in contact.
that's why when I
Plenty
closed the
to-
The league. So
they'll line
time,
Okay.
and we'll
everything. They don't need to do.
yeah.
That's
So
good. Do I need to give you,
practicing, I pretty after moving on. Let me know.
Gary. Like
Go out and
we have a spring workshop, which is we've had them if you guys haven't been to one at the end of the season. If you can think of anything that might make things better, things you need to discuss that you didn't like, the workshop is where you come and it's not a board setting. Is my face turning red because I'm getting excited about the workshop? No, the workshop is where you come, and it's not a board setting. We sort of put the chairs in a circle, and everybody's just talking. It's open, words are open, you just go for it. And then whatever you guys discuss, we bring to the board, and then they go over it. They talk about it, and they discuss the things you guys brought up, and they say, okay, do we feel like this was a good idea, or was this just the parent that was mad, or you know what I'm saying? We try to pull it apart and what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. But we want everybody to come and voice anything you feel like could be better or was a hindrance, if that makes sense. Don't come and whatever you have a question about, just show up and bring it up, and it gets talked about.
Are we good on the 23rd? We
I have,
usually do 6:30, but I was wondering if we could do 6 o'clock this
6
time.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so
We
we'll
always end up getting kicked out. Yeah. That's at rec center.
rec center.
It's a Tuesday. Is that okay? Brandon?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we already got it
Okay.
and
cleared.
they'll get it on social media or whatever. It'll get out. So you guys, it's over at the rec center on May 23rd at 6 p.m. But they should be sending out an email or everything, however they communicate. Okay, so we have new business. One thing that came up this season that was, if everybody's good with old business and they don't want to discuss any of those topics, we're going to move forward. Am I supposed to vote the old business? Oh, okay. No, I haven't yet.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm still learning. 2 years. We're going to go on to new business. One thing that was discussed and voted on, but it was at, I believe, the election last year, or maybe even the year before, and every previous election we've had over at the rec center, where it's not videoed and it's not recorded or nothing like that, was the name Predators through 12U. If you guys want to discuss it, we can. I just wanted to get it on record because
On video.
because it was voted on, but it never made it to where anybody could go watch it or anything like that. It wasn't physically recorded like all of our meetings that are here. So do you guys want to, if there's no discussion on it, then we're going to stay with the Predators through 12U, and as it stands right now, when they leave 12U and go to Field 5, they're prospects. Does anybody have a problem with making a motion to re-clarify that so it's crystal clear?
Are you going to lock them down to being prospects in 15U, or if they want to be something else?
Right now, well, here's how it works. just so
Well, that's
you
what
know.
I'm
I
saying.
think I
It should
mentioned
just be
this to
open.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this to some of the people. Right now, the only thing we voted above 12 prospects, same team moved. Kids. Actual name apparently was the prospects. New board coming. And changes. The gray area. People don't know, or it's not policies and stuff like that. Bringing it up right now on the website, so and I the emotion fight travel and all-star
Second.
all in favor,
Aye.
Aye.
all opposed? Okay, so as of right now, just so everybody knows, we're the Predators till you hit 13U all the way through 12U. The elections is on the paper.
That's it.
Okay, so does anybody with new business, I want to do, yeah, we need to wait a little bit because we had everybody, we said you could come in by 7:30 and still vote. Does anybody want to open mic We have open mic. Any issues anybody wants to talk about?
I was looking for Brandon.
Brandon, anything?
No.
No,
Okay.
I have something for. Did the light or the scoreboards get fixed for Field 3?
They're still working on connecting the wires. I haven't seen them do a final test of it yet. So I'm not 100% certain, but I'll find out from our electrician where it is. But they definitely stated that it'll be done. prior
That's
to
big
district,
for
so,
districts. Yeah.
yeah.
Lights at Farron.
That's September.
Lights
Is it-
at
it's
Farron
in-
is still
I have from last month that it's going to be done by September 1st.
yeah.
But they
That's
told,
what we were
they
doing.
told us that
I
before.
have no new update on that right
Okay.
now.
Right.
Um,
Any update on Field 4 lights?
Field
What
4
that
lights.
whole mess was about?
No.
Remember the vandalism?
Oh, so
Did they find anything out?
no, nothing that we could figure out or see.
They
The
did
wires looked like the wires were cut, but
Oh, they were cut.
yeah, the electrician was able to get in and get the parts and get them fixed and back up and running. So,
Thank you
Okay.
for that.
but yeah, nothing we were able to see or did file a vandalism report on it, but nothing that was able to be found on camera.
Can
Okay.
the village till Camilla before next season?
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll definitely be done.
I have another one. Now that Martin brought that up, if you go on when you get a chance,
Mhm.
just walk onto field 1 and just walk around the infield. It's cracking. It's so hard and dry that it's cracking.
Field 1.
Yes, and we've had the girls, because that's generally a softball field now. We've
Yeah.
had the girls sliding, and they come up with, it's
Okay.
it's hard as a rock. I mean, it needs to be tilled. They brought in a lot of dirt, which is awesome. We really appreciate it. But now they got to mess it up a little.
needs to
They
be-
got to do something because it is hard as a rock.
Okay, broken up. Got you.
Also, Farron, while you're not fixing the lights, can the guys go in and reseed all the area where you guys let the soccer players tear the fields up? Get them back in shape so that when the lights do come back on, we can actually play.
The outfields.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're working on put treatments on there, on the side out there, and then also field 3, the infield. So they've been
Yeah.
just dragging it and trying to keep it playable for right now. But they'll be bringing more clay in to re-level everything out, because you can kind of see where it divots in. They did some work just to get it back up to a, that you can go out there and do. Over this summer. And it's drained. So
Districts. Can we act?
You're gonna have to show 'em.
Walk through it.
Step
Yeah,
over to
that-
go. It'd be nice, like
have that needs to be tightened.
appreciate it.
Are you going to close up at any point before district? Just so. Well, if they're working on it.
That'll be
That's what they have to.
depending on your schedule. If like I said, we'll leave them open up until then. If nothing major, like I said, we won't be ripping up anything like that. So I don't see any closures up until then, especially with the teams practicing. But like I said, maybe the mound on 5, if they need to do enough work on it, they might shut that down for a couple of days. But typically, the work that they're able to do, they're able to work on it and still allow to be played on.
Another note for you. In 2016, you guys bought some scoreboards, 4 of them. Can you give me a list of where those went? Because I'm in contact with the scoreboard company that they can fundraise all and get brand new scoreboards
Okay.
and fundraise it for us.
Okay.
I
You
just
said
don't know
from
where-
Can we do that?
Yeah, from what she found out, they will replace. They can get us new scoreboards on the fields we need them on, and they're furnishing everything.
really. Oh wow.
They find the sponsors and they'll put like Pepsi or a hospital on top, but it's fundraised. They do the work for us. And it's
Okay.
within 60
So what do
days.
you need to find out?
Which 4 scoreboards you purchased in 2016 and where they went.
What fields they
Which
went on.
fields, so you can replace the other ones, right? Because we can't touch yours, but if we,
Well,
we
they'll
can
be
replace
the
the
ones
other ones.
putting it up. We're just doing the legwork instead of buying new ones. We're fundraising them, or they're fundraising them.
Okay, I'll find that out.
I know the little ones really don't use them, but maybe like field 8 and field 1, if those were never replaced, we can do those.
Okay.
Hi, Steve, thanks.
Yeah, it's the same thing again. Yeah. And then gave them to you guys, and you guys put them up. Yeah. So it's the same scenario. We just want to see if there's 4 new ones.
Which
Or-
ones?
Yeah. Okay. So there's open mic still. Everybody's good? Right now, it's just like the board. We look for volunteers. You know, that's actually a paid job. But yes, we have a young lady that's working as a concession manager. If she gets more help and it can be controlled and they can do that, yes. I mean, we would open up all 3 of them if we could, so people wouldn't have to walk. It's getting the yeah. It's just getting
Getting help.
Manpower.
manpower to step up and do the thing.
Right now, it's just her and Blake, and that's it. Besides the cook, that's it.
That's consistent, anyway.
That shows up like every time.
For districts, field 5, we may
Yeah.
open up
We'll
the
have-
concession stand over there.
Miss Miguel already talked to me about that.
But well, field 3 and 4.
Well, they're all going the same time. But now they can run food with the golf cart. They can run food from between
Yeah,
the two.
that's true.
And if
Got,
they
like,
keep it
warmers.
warmer in field 5, they can sell hot dogs and hamburgers because they can run them back
Gotta
and
get
forth.
approval.
Or before we had that, it was a little bit of a
I wanted.
a truck.
I did want to tell the board how much the concession did this year, or this season. We did 25,000 compared to last year. We only did 7,600.
It's because we're actually selling stuff.
I mean, give or take a
'Cause she's
couple
cool, 'cause
thousand.
they're-
We've taken in all-star money, but
Oh, because
Yeah,
we've
that's
taken
pretty
in a
good.
few fees. Yeah, because it's consistent. Someone's there every night,
Yeah.
so people know there's.
We're
gonna be
discussing
drinks.
things sort of just stalling for the 7:30, but just so you guys know, in last year and pay $1 up, the other stuff, pay the no, but when the umpire the same game. Go ahead. Yeah, I believe we have boards and stuff, and that's supposed to be written up there, and I'm sure the people in charge of the season next season will make sure that stuff happens so everybody knows who everybody is and everything.
If it doesn't, you can blame that guy right there.
It's member at large, actually. But yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got to
yeah,
print it
yeah.
out, put it out there.
Sky does that, and he's just got to add the concession lady to the email, and then she can put it in there so she knows what's going on. Okay, so I guess we're going to go forward with the election. If everybody had
Write it
their
out.
if everybody
time
has
yet.
their pieces of paper, she can. Are you going around and collect them all?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming out, by the way. I'm sorry.
May 23rd, 6 p.m.
No.
Rec Center. We'll do. get an email and a Facebook too for that one. Yes, ma'am.
This won't take very long because there's not like 100 people. So as soon as we get it done, I'll do them real quick, and then we'll say who got what and everything. Now, if you guys have any issues at all, this is where you come every month. It's the first Tuesday. First Tuesday of every month. You come here on open mic. You can say whatever you want. There's no,
There may be some games. Is that Memorial Day weekend already?
Good point.
Do we know if we have game? We won't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change it.
We can ask. I wonder if we can ask them not to. Well, you want games on the first
Yeah,
day, so you have
want
plenty of
games
pitching
on the
days.
first day if you can because you're pitching. Yeah, you want it. You need to.
What?
We need to change that. Thank you.
How do we, Brandon?
Go talk to him.
Why? We might. It was just brought up that the 23rd is the first day of the Jupiter tournament that several of our teams will be participating in.
The All-Star.
Should we? Would Monday work better? I mean, you'll get us a room no matter what. Is that? It's those 2 weeks. They're back-to-back tournaments.
Okay. So look for the
Monday?
email.
Either
Look
way,
for the
we'll be able
email.
to find somewhere.
It'll probably be coming out for Monday,
Gary?
the 22nd.
Gary, well, if that works for you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you.
for coming. 1-1. Sorry. Yeah.
What you got?
Yes.
Does anybody still have their ballot?
I missed you. I'm so sorry.
Can you come stand up here too? So it's no. You want to watch us? Oh, go by him. Okay. Okay. No, they're gonna. What is it? No, they're gonna count them. Hey Gary, will you watch that count?
Hey, make sure you read any notes that are on there.
That's all right, sweetie. While they're counting, I'm going to say a few things. Now, I've been doing this 6 years. I've been involved with the board 6 years. She says longer. I got 6 years. But I was the member at large. I was the commissioner. I was the VP for a little bit. I was the president. The last 2 years, I've been president. And from what I've seen, we need like these gentlemen and ladies coming in that are going to be stepping up here and taking our places, some of our places. We need people like that. It does work. When you're on this side, it only works if you guys give us your opinions, is what I'm saying. Because most of the meetings, there's like 2 people sitting out here, and that's it. So everybody has things they like or don't like. Either way, I don't care. But if you don't come to the board meetings, unless we remember them and bring them up, there's no way anything's going to ever change or get better or get worse. It's really awesome to see all these, on election, it's always a handful of people where most of the time, seriously, there's like 1 or 2. but it takes volunteers. And if any of you guys are interested, you know, maybe you just got here, maybe you've been here for a little bit. There's another election next May, and there's another 3 or 4 seats up here that are going to be going up. I think everybody should get involved because how it works. This, we need this. We can only do what for fixing fields. We had our own umpire, I think 5 years ago. We had our own head umpire. We had our own umpires at our park. It was awesome, and I've preached for it to come back because I've watched, while we were here, we watched the younger ones. They started off umpiring on the smaller field. Before you know it, they're umpiring on 15, and they've been here 4 years. You know, they're driving themselves here. Their parents dropped them off before. It was really cool. And, you know, we were responsible for our own umpires. So if that's something that, you know, anybody's going to go for, I always wanted that to come back, and that's just something that I didn't get done while I was here. Because our umpires come from other fields, which they do the best they can, but they have a primary field. They're going to make sure their fields are good first before they do us, which we would do the same thing. I don't foul nobody for doing that. But that's just one thing if anybody's interested in, you know, whoever wants to. I wish that would happen. When I started, there was the last couple boards, maybe not the exact last one, but before that, there were 5 members or 7 members, and it was more like a dictatorship. The more people that get involved, the more they stop that from happening. Because what you want up here is not one guy with 4 minions that does whatever the hell he wants, whatever the heck he wants. You know what I'm saying?
You had it right.
Yeah, you want 7 or 9 different people that have trying to get to the same spot to make sure you don't miss anything. And that's what I fought for, and I'm pretty sure the people coming in, you know, they're all pretty much agreeable to the same thing. It's we need volunteers. We need people to understand we're volunteers, and don't be afraid to get on board because the more people get involved, the better things are.
The only way any league is going to grow is everybody's got to get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I'm old. I'm ancient. I've been here forever. But I remember when there was only 3 fields here. 3. It's not an old man's game. It's the young kids. You guys got to step up because the future is you guys, not me. Not him. Even he's old. I mean,
yeah. No, but
it really is. It really is a young person's game, and the younger parents that get involved, the longer they're going to be here, and the more they're going to help grow the league. Because our future is the young kids coming in. Can't control the kids that are already 12, 14. They're pretty much going to be leaving. And when they leave, the parents leave, unless you're stupid like me. But anyway, please get involved.
yeah, I guess the point I was getting at, and then we'll do this count real quick because I don't want to keep babbling, is if people don't get involved, it's going to go back to the way it was, with one guy doing whatever he wants and 3 or 4 people sitting next to him that don't really care. These people all care, and it took me a while to put this together. And it's just, you know, if you don't want it to happen and you see positions and you're thinking about it, talk to them. If if it's something you might be interested in, you don't have to do it forever. You know, jump on board, try it out. Okay. What do we got? Who? You guys counted them and everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We just need to know. Announce the positions. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to say, if you are elected, please stand up and just raise your hand or wave to everybody that voted for you. We have elected Gary as president.
Good gracious. Yeah.
Okay. Vice President Carlos Morales. For Secretary Jessica Stair. Last but not least, Member at Large Ryan Rodriguez. Welcome.
Okay, I want to say welcome to all you guys coming up. Good luck. Take the reins. Do what you can do.
We're here for you if you need anything.
We're here. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, my daughter's playing softball. She's 10, so I'll be here a while too. Tony, everybody, whoever, whatever positions or whatever, we're here for you guys too. We're not going anywhere. I know you guys are going to do great. Thank you guys very much. Oh my gosh, we got a hand up in the back. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
I did too, but nobody stood up. Carlos, you want to say anything? Jessica, Carlos, tell them how you feel.
The pressure.
There's the mic over there. Yeah.
Do a dance.
Thank you. I love it. I
Tell
love
us
it.
what you're doing and what you're going to do new. I know.
You just got a good. I like it. You did good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was
Carlos.
awesome.
We're
That was
excited.
awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Gary.
Gary.
I've been a part of this. Started exciting to. I've been a division director for I don't know. I lost track of how many seasons from 6U and 8U. Just excited to really understand. Looking through the operations, how we can make this league stick around for a long time, and get more folks involved in the league. I think there's a big opportunity for training. I'm not here to say we're going to pump out the best teams in the county, but the point is we're going to make it a good experience for the kids. Some of these kids, this is what they'll do. This is, they'll land. Someone will play high school, middle school. Some will go to college. I also was a player, so I played through a little bit of college. So I have that foundation. So it's exciting for me. I have some ideas with concessions. I have a long history of food service. That's what I do for a living in my real job. So I have some ideas what we can do there and different opportunities to kind of make us a little more solvent and some ideas I'll run by Brandon, make sure we're staying in the parameters that we're allowed to. But it's going to be a great opportunity. Some new blood, like everyone said. I have one older and a couple younger. My daughter will play t-ball and eventually softball at some point here. So, the younger groups that are coming in, that really is what's the livelihood of our league, right? That 6-8U grouping, and we have a pretty good grouping of folks there now. The more involvement we have, the better off this league will be later, and keep them engaged in the league and different things that Carlos and I have even kind of thrown at each other, different activities that we think we can do. So it's an exciting time. And I think these guys work tirelessly. I know you guys don't always see it, may not appreciate it. I've gotten to appreciate more and more of it the more I've been around with all the stuff that goes on and all the different activities, running here to get trophies, ordering uniforms. There's a lot of stuff on the back end that happens that requires this, and these guys are all volunteers, just like our coaches. And really, at the end of the day, the coaches are what drive that experience, right? You got to have great board members, great people involved. But to Carlos's point, if we don't have coaches involved and keeping them engaged and they understand how to not just train the kids on baseball, but train them the right way to do things, the league's not going to be successful. So it really is driven by the people that are involved at the coaching level and the assistant coaches. So I'm very excited to have that chance, and thank you guys for that. And believe me, I have all of your numbers. So
I'm excited for what you guys are gonna do. I think you guys are
You're
Yeah.
blocked.
doing a much better job than we did.
I mean, you
I think
could,
it's gonna be great.
I
I'm
could,
excited.
I could be very easily nervous or scared about, what's going to happen or whatever, but I feel super confident. I really do. I really do. And that's going to help me. Okay, Brian?
He's a man. He's a Hi. Oh,
Jessica?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Amazing.
Actually, he
Brian
was the one that
spearheaded- Yeah.
All right, is that it? Are we good to go? All right, I guess that's the end of the meeting. So
Hey, I got practice to get back.
I want to make a motion to the final. That's the end of the meeting. All in favor?
Hi.
All opposed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.